everyone, Lori Whitlock here. Welcome to the YouTube channel. I have got all of these adorable snow globe and hexagon pop-up cards that I wanted to show you. We've been releasing these over the last week or so, and I wanted to let you know that we've made some improvements to the files to make them a little bit easier to put together, and they function a lot better. So if you've already purchased them or you already have the files, please go over to the Silhouette Design Store and pick up the new files, or to shop.loriwhitlock.com to pick up the SVG files. And if you haven't picked them up yet, you can go over and grab these. I'll put the link down in the description. So the cool thing about this card is when you fold it, it folds flat so that you can mail it. And the base of the card is actually just a hexagon that collapses in the middle. So this is kind of the base that we're going to be constructing, but you just fold that down and it collapses flat for mailing. So it's basically kind of like a box card where we slide our inserts in and glue them down in the bottom, and then that will allow everything to collapse when you want to mail it. So let's get started putting this cute card style together, and I hope you have fun making these. So after you've cut out all the pieces for your project, you're going to have all of the pieces that I have here in front of me. You're going to have 5 inserts, and you're going to have 1 wrapper. I've given you 2 different examples of what that might look like here in this video. Might have some different edges on it, or they might be straight. You're also going to have your card base, which is your collapsible hexagon that looks like this. So let's go ahead and get started putting that part together. Oh, just a couple of other things to note on this number 3. I've numbered all of these for you so that you can know what order that they go into. That helps clarify and assemble the project. But on level 3, you've got 2 layers, and you're going to just go ahead and glue those together. So I put a little liquid adhesive around that and then put it under a book for a little while to let that dry. So let's go ahead and create our card base. So for the card base, it's going to look just like this. And we're going to fold that in half, and we're going to glue the center section together. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold the bottom of the card back and away, and the top of the card back and away, so that you can see this section that's going to glue together really well. It's just this center section right here. So I'm just going to take a little adhesive and go ahead and stick that together. So let's go ahead and press that together. You want to make sure you leave that top section and that bottom section free so that it can form the top and the bottom of our card. Okay, so that is the center of our card, and these are the sides of our card. So we're going to fold these 2 sides down and these 2 glue tabs up. And you might want to use a bone folder for this so you get nice creases. Once you've got this prepared this far, we're ready to put our inserts in. Okay, and you can choose which is the front of your card. It doesn't really matter. They're both the same. But our level 3 is going to go right in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that in first. That's going to slide right in that slot and just glue down to the center of the card. And let's see, it's going to look just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take this paper backing off of this adhesive that I've already put down. So let's go ahead and put that down and just glue that right in place. Now that this one is glued in, we're going to go ahead and put our other inserts in. So let's take number 1 and 2 and slide those in our front 2 slots. And you'll notice that once we do that, you can't get to the number 2 to glue it in. So we're going to take number 1 out and just set it right there for a moment while we put number 2 in. Let's go ahead and make sure that's nice and straight, and we'll take the paper backing off of that adhesive as well and just glue that down. And then we'll slide number 1 in the first slot And do the same thing, just making sure that it's nice and straight. You don't want it to go crooked. And we'll take the paper backing off of that adhesive and glue that down. Okay, and that completes the front edge of our card. We're going to glue this together in just a moment. We're not going to do that quite yet. Let's go ahead and put the back together. So on the back, let's just go ahead and put them in the order that we would look at it from the front. 4 and then 5. And then we'll just flip that all over. And we're going to take number 5 out, just like we did before, and set it to the side. And we'll lift that side panel up and go ahead and take that paper backing off and glue that down. And then we'll put our number 5 in and do the same thing. And now we're ready to fold up the side glue tab and just fold the side down and glue that in place. We'll go ahead and use a little liquid adhesive to put that in place. And then we'll go back to the other side and do the same thing. Now that those sides are all glued in place, we're just going to stand our hexagon up, and you can see that our inserts basically form a box card with the little inserts glued down in the bottom vertically instead of horizontally. So now we're ready to add our wrapper to it so that we can cover up all of that mechanism so you don't see inside of the card. So to do that, you're going to notice that on your strip, there's 2 sections that are longer and then the other sections are shorter. Those 2 longer sections that go to the front and the back of the card. So just so you can kind of see, this is what the straight edge is going to look like. And this is what the scallop edge would look like if you had the scalloped version of the card. And these can be mixed and matched on different cards. So look how cute that would be. But because this card comes with a straight edge, I'm going to go ahead and install the straight edge. So let's just add a little adhesive to the long panel. You don't want to put any adhesive on the short panels, just the long panel. And actually, I'm just going to go ahead and put it right on the card front because I want that to be stuck nice and neatly all the way across. And I'm just going to lay that down nice and flat. And then you're just going to center that, and you want it to be flush across the bottom. And then you're just going to wrap that around, and we're going to glue that back section on as well. So I'm going to flip that over. Everything should line up just right. And then we'll lay that down. And then we've got glue here on this edge. And I've already taken the paper backing off, so I'm just going to flip that inside to close up our card. And you can see that it folds neatly up and also down. Down is going to be the preferred position for mailing because it'll fit inside of an A2 envelope. So if you pop that up, there is your finished card. Look how cute that is. So this is what the bottom looks like. This is what it looks like from the top. You can just see all those layers there. And this is what it looks like from the front. And if you love this little gnome, you can also find the matching gnome girl in my shop as well. So I hope you have fun making these adorable cards, and I hope you have fun making them your own by adding your own embellishments and decorating them with cute pattern paper. And I hope you have fun giving them this holiday season. Have a great day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye-bye.